Here's a video rendering comparison using 4 different programs: DaVinci Resolve, PowerDirector, Vegas Pro, and Adobe Premiere Pro. So I compressed the same videos using 4 different programs, and I used the same codec, HAVC. The computer had an AMD Ryzen processor and an NVIDIA graphics card, which is a GTX 1070, and the results were these. DaVinci Resolve required the least amount of time, only 127 seconds to compress the same videos, while Premiere Pro required 542 seconds to compress the same video. Okay, and PowerDirector was a bit slower, and Vegas Pro even slower, and Premiere Pro the slowest. Now, why is this? Why is DaVinci Resolve much quicker on my computer? Well, if you take a look here at GPU usage, it uses a lot of GPU, that is the graphics card. 52% was used by DaVinci Resolve, a little bit less by PowerDirector, 31%, Vegas Pro used 14%, and Premiere Pro barely anything, or more exactly, it uses software encoding, so that is virtually zero hardware encoding, no GPU. And why is that? Well, since I have an AMD processor, Premiere Pro for hardware encoding requires an Intel processor. More exactly, the onboard graphics chip, which is on an Intel processor, that is used by Premiere Pro for hardware encoding. So if you don't have an Intel processor with the graphics chip on it, then Premiere Pro might use only the software encoding. And DaVinci Resolve uses a small amount of processor, just like PowerDirector, and of course this allows you to use your computer while rendering videos, while Premiere Pro in this software encoding mode uses almost 100% of your CPU, so virtually you can't do almost anything on it because it requires a lot of CPU. And that's about it. So DaVinci Resolve uses the graphics card and thus is faster. Premiere Pro, at least on my AMD processor machine, it's not using the graphics card and it's the slowest in this setup, and it requires the most amount of time. Of course, editing is easier here, it's much harder there, and so on. Okay, that's it. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.